Hi kids, how are you doing today? I wanted to do another video for you with some learning. I've been missing you again today and I hope you're doing well at home. I'm still doing great here and my family is too. I hope you are too. Hi everybody. Hi Ainsley, hi Benjamin, hi Cade, hi Emery, hi Ivy, and hi Jack. I miss you guys. I want to start today with a story and I'm going to let the video come in closer while I read a story to you. We always start with stories when we do school, right? So we'll start with a story at this time. This one is called, When Will It Be Spring? You know, spring's coming. You've probably noticed it's been really nice weather on a lot of days. Some days a little cooler, and we still have a little bit of snow sometimes, but you're going to start to see all the days get warmer pretty soon. That's what spring is, right? Come inside, Alfie, said Mother Bear. It's time to sleep, and when you wake up, it will be spring. When will it be spring? Asked Alfie, and how will I know when it's here? Mother Bear replied, when the butterflies float by looking for new flowers, then it will be spring. What season does it look like right now in this picture? If you look at Alfie with all of the leaves. Fall, right? Because the leaves are all colored and they're falling off the trees. So Alfie snuggled down to sleep, but when he woke up, he could not tell if spring had come or not. He tiptoed across the floor of the cave, rubbed his bleary eyes, and saw butterflies. Ah, it's spring, it's spring, cried Alfie. Wake up, Mother. I see a big gray butterfly and lots of little white ones. Is that a butterfly? But when Mother Bear came out, she could only see the soft fall of new snow. Winter has hardly begun, she said. Go back to sleep, Alfie. Oh, but when will it be spring? Alfie wanted to know. And Mother Bear mumbled sleepily, when the swallows arrive and there are birds in every tree, then it will be spring. So Alfie curled up again to sleep. And when he woke, he was sure it must be time for spring. He crept across the floor of the cave, peered outside, and saw birds in the trees. Mother, wake up, squealed Alfie. Spring is here. The swallows have come and they are singing in the trees. He's looking at these right over here from inside the cave. But Mother Bear could only see icicles and hear the wind whistling in the bare branches. Oh, you're dreaming, Alfie, she said. Now go back to sleep. So, can you see why this here looked like a bird to Alfie when he was inside the cave? But Mother, said Alfie, when will it be spring? And Mother Bear, already half asleep, grunted, ugh, when the sun is bright and the air is warm, then it will be spring. So Alfie burrowed down in his bed again, and when he woke, he was quite sure spring was here. He padded across the floor, looked out, and saw a bright sun. Mother, you've overslept, cried Alfie. Wake up, spring is here. The sun is shining and it's getting warm. He's kind of dancing around. He looks happy. But Mother Bear could only see the hunters' fires, and she quickly hustled her cub away. Now go to sleep, she said. I will tell you when spring is here. So Alfie slept and dreamed of butterflies, birds, and sunshine until something icy touched his nose. See this? A tiny stream of water was trickling through the cave, Alfie shook his mother awake, and she growled, "For the last time, Alfie, it is not spring." But Alfie patted her hopefully until she got up, stomped through the doorway, and saw spring. Oh, Mother Bear rubbed her eyes and blinked in the warm, bright light. "Spring is here after all," she said with a smile. But where is Alfie? See, you can see the butterflies and the birds. And then there's new leaves on the trees like springtime. But where's Alfie? Ah, look, he's asleep. He's in this meadow with all the flowers. He did not get enough sleep during the winter, and he's still sleepy. Do you know what it's called when some animals sleep all winter and they wake up in time for spring? It's called hibernation. And they sleep all winter like this little bear was supposed to, and then they wake up in the spring and they start to eat a lot, and they're awake for a lot of the time in the spring and the summer. And in the winter, when it's hibernating time, they don't eat. They just sleep, and they have a lot of fat belly because they ate a lot of food ahead of time, and they just kind of shut down a little bit, and it's too cold to find food during the winter, so they mostly spend it sleeping.
Like Coco.
Well, Coco sleeps a lot, but she doesn't hibernate. Okay, we're going to work on our worksheets now. So the worksheets for today are the letter R. And I'm going to show you how to write the letter R first on the chalkboard, and then we'll start with this worksheet. So the letter R starts at the top, right? Because all our letters do, with a line going down. Come back to the top, pick up your pencil, come back up, and make a loop and a line. Okay? So the line goes down first, then a loop and a line. That's a capital R. And the lowercase r is a small line. You do not pick up your pencil. You come right back up and make a little bump. Down, up, and a bump. And you never pick up your pencil for the lowercase r. Okay? So on this sheet, I'm going to ask you to color that sheet in just a moment. We're going to start though by writing your name on the top. So pause the video and start it again when you've written your name or part of your name with your mom or dad's help on the top of your sheet. Pause it now and start it again when you're ready. Okay, on this worksheet, you're going to color in the R's and you're going to color in the picture, and we're going to see what do we think is in this picture that starts with R. What sound does R make? R, 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 like rain. Rain is one thing in this picture that starts with R. Rain, and I think that baby Daffy is running through the rain with baby Taz in a carriage. So running starts with R, rain starts with R, and it looks like baby Daffy is wearing a raincoat. So you may color this sheet, pause the video to do that, and start it again when you're ready. Okay, now we're on the other side of that same sheet, and what's the picture at the top that starts with R? Two things at the top start with R. Rooster and roller skates. So we're going to practice this R here. I'm going to show you how I want you to practice it, and then after I'm done, you will pause the video and try your own. Line going down, pick up your pencil, come back, make a loop and a line. Their line looks a little different than mine does, but we're going to do it the way that I'm showing you. So try it here. Line going down, loop, and a line. Don't pause the video yet. Watch mine until I'm done, and then you may try. Line going down, pick it up, come to the top, loop, and a line. Another one. Line going down, pick it up, loop, and a line. One more. Line going down, pick it up, come to the top, loop, and a line. Pause the video now and practice 3 or 4 of your own R's after you trace this one, and then start the video again when you're ready. Now, remember what we do with this is we look at 2 pictures that are at the bottom here, and we say what they both are, and we pick the one that starts with R, and we write an R underneath. This is a rope, and this is a saw. Rope, saw. Decide which one you think starts with R. Write an R underneath. Pause the video while you do that and start it back up when you're ready. Okay, if you put your R under the rope, you were right. Okay, our next worksheet, we're going to practice a lot of writing of the R's. First thing you're going to do is put your name on top. Pause the video while you do that and start it again when you're ready. Okay, so again, this R that I'm going to copy for you does have this line going down in a slightly different place. We're going to do them the way that I'm showing you though, and we'll practice several of them after these ones we copy also. So line going down, loop, and a line. Line going down, pick it up, loop, and a line. Line going down, pick it up, loop, and a line. Line going down, pick it up, loop, and a line. Line going down, pick it up, loop, and a line. Watch me and then you will pause the video in a moment. Line going down, loop, and a line. Line going down, loop, and a line. One more. Line going down, loop, and a line. Pause the video now and write your own R's and start it again when you're ready. Okay, let's try the lowercase r's. Watch me do mine before you pause the video to try yours. We start the line down here. We don't start it at the top. These are short letters. We start at the bottom. We do not pick up our pencil. Down, up, and a bump. All together. Down, up, and a bump. 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 Don't pick up your pencil. Down, up, and a bump. You come back up on the same line. Down, up, and a bump. Down, up, and a bump. Okay, pause the video and try to write your lowercase r's by yourself on all of those and start the video again when you're ready. Okay, turn your paper over. On this side, we're going to decide if these pictures are words that start with R. If they are, we're going to circle them. If they are not, we're not going to circle them. Rainbow. Does rainbow start with R? Rainbow. Pause the video and decide, and either circle it or don't, and then start the video again when you're ready. Okay, rainbow does start with R. Do your circle this way. We go around that way. Rainbow starts with R, so we circled it. Next, rain. Those are raindrops. Pause the video while you think about it, whether rain starts with R, and if it does, circle it. If it doesn't, don't circle it. And when you're done, start the video again. Okay, rain does start with R, so I'm going to circle that. Next, squirrel. Listen to that one and you will decide if you think it starts with R. Squirrel. Pause the video and decide if it starts with R, circle it. If you think it doesn't start with R, don't circle it. Pause the video and turn it on again when you're done. Okay, squirrel does not start with R. Listen to it. Squirrel. It starts with S. If it started with R, it would be a rural. That's not it, right? Okay, so we're not going to circle that one. Our last one is ring. Ring. Pause the video while you think about whether ring starts with R. Circle it if you think it does, and don't circle it if you think it doesn't. Then start the video when you're ready. Okay, ring does start with R. It says ring, so we circled that one. Okay, done with that sheet. Our next sheet we're going to do is this one with animals on it and the letter R over here. First thing you're going to do is write your name on the top. Pause the video while you try your name on the top and start it again when you're ready. Okay, there are 3 different sets of the R's. 1, 2, 3. But there are 4 animals. 1, 2, 3, 4. If the animal starts with R, you're going to draw a line over to one of these R's. If it doesn't start with R, you're not going to draw a line. So, start with the first animal. What is that animal? It's an elephant. So if you think elephant starts with R, draw a line from the elephant over to the R's. Pause the video while you think about it and start the video when you're done. Okay, elephant. Elephant does not start with R. If it did, it would be called a relevant. So we're not going to draw a line from the elephant to the R. The next animal is what? Rhinoceros. So listen to that, rhinoceros. If you think that starts with R, draw a line to one of the R's over here. Pause your video while you decide and do that, and then start it again when you're done. Okay, rhinoceros does start with R, so I draw a line to the R's. The next animal is a rabbit. If you think rabbit starts with R, you're going to draw a line to one of the R's on the other side. Pause your video while you decide and do that, and then start your video again when you're done. Okay, rabbit. Rabbit does start with R, so I'm going to draw a line over to that set of R's. Looking at the last animal, what is that animal? Do you know? Raccoon. If you think raccoon starts with R, you're going to draw a line to the last group of R's. If you don't think it does, then don't draw a line. Pause the video while you decide and start it again when you're ready. Okay, raccoon does start with R, so I'm going to draw a line over to that R. Okay, turn it over. On this side, we have raindrops, and in each raindrop, there are pictures of things that either start with R or don't. And we're going to color or circle any raindrops that have a picture in them that starts with R. I'm going to tell you what the pictures are. You're going to decide whether to circle it or color it. Starting with the first one, it's a ring. If you think that starts with R, circle it or color it. Pause the video while you do that and start it again when you're done. Ring does start with R, so I'm going to circle it. You can color it if you want. Going to the next one. This is a picture of what? The sun. If you think sun starts with R, circle it. If you don't, or color it. If you don't think so, don't. Pause the video now and start it again when you're ready. Okay, sun does not start with R. If it started with R, it would be run. It does not start with R, so I'm not going to circle it. The next picture is a rope. If you think rope starts with R, you're going to circle it or color it. If you think it doesn't, don't circle or color it. Pause the video and decide what to do and start it again when you're ready. All right, I am going to circle rope. It does start with R. The next picture is a rug. Rug. If you think that starts with R, you will circle or color it. If you don't think so, you will not circle or color it. Pause the video now and decide whether rug starts with R. Start the video when you're ready. Okay, I'm going to circle rug. It does start with R. Next, what's this picture? Rocket. If you think rocket starts with R, circle it or color it. If you think it doesn't, don't circle or color it. Pause the video now and decide, and start it again when you're done. Okay, I'm going to circle rocket because rocket starts with R, rocket. Okay, here's a raindrop that has a picture of a frog. If you think frog starts with R, circle it or color it. If you think it doesn't, don't circle or color it. Pause the video now and decide, and start the video again when you're ready. Okay, I'm not going to circle the frog because frog does not start with R. If it did, it would be a rog. Okay, next, cup. You're going to circle or color the raindrop if you think cup starts with R. Pause the video, decide, and then start the video again when you're done. Okay, I am not going to circle cup because cup does not start with R. If it did, it would be rup. Okay, our last one. This is a picture of a rabbit. If you think that starts with R, circle it or color it. If you think it doesn't, don't circle or color it. Pause the video now and decide, and start it again when you're done. Okay, I'm going to circle the rabbit because rabbit starts with R. All right, our last worksheet today, you are going to need your glue stick and your scissors. First thing you're going to do is put your name up top. So pause the video while you write your name and start it again when you've got your name written and you have your scissors and your glue stick ready. Okay, this is a picture of an umbrella, and we're going to cut out below some pieces that would glue onto the umbrella if they have an R. So you're going to look at these pieces down below, and if they have an R, either a capital R like this or a lowercase r like that, I want you to trace them on those pieces where the letter is if it's an R. That's the first step. So pause the video, trace those pieces that have an R, and start the video again when you're done. Okay, so we'll trace them together now. Does this piece have an R on it? No, that's a P. We're not going to do that one. Does this piece have an R on it? Does it look like one of these? Yes, it's a lowercase r. We're going to go down, back up, and a bump. How about this piece? Does that look like one of the R's? It does. It's a capital. We're going to go down with the line, pick it up, come back up and do a loop and a line. And last, does this one have an R that looks like one of those? Yes, it does. We're going to trace that one, line going down, loop and a line. Hopefully you traced all of those three, but not that one. Next, we're going to cut. I'm going to start by showing you how I want you to start. Then you will pause the video and do some cutting and start the video again when you're done. The first thing we do is we cut off the bottom part of the sheet to make your cutting easier. Pause the video and do that cut and then start it again when you're done. Next, we're going to cut out just the pieces that have the R's. We're not going to cut out this piece with the P. So I'm going to cut off that piece and set it aside. You pause the video and cut off that piece and set it aside and start the video when you're done. Okay, next I'm going to cut out this first piece by starting at the bottom, coming up around this side, and then I come up around this side. So that piece has been cut out. I will cut all three of them. Then I will let you pause the video and do your cutting and start it again when you're done. Okay, I have my three pieces cut out. Pause the video, do your cutting, and start the video when you're done. Okay, now we're going to glue them on with your glue stick. And it's best to put the glue on the umbrella, not on the little piece, and you decide which piece goes where on the umbrella. And I'm going to let you pause the video after I'm done here. Pause the video, do your gluing, and start the video when you're done. Okay, we are done with worksheets. We're going to come back down to where we're going to finish today with a Bible card. I will be reading it to you. The video will come in closer so you can see the card. This one is called Gathering Grapes. Farmers gathered grapes in July, August, and September. Those are summer months. That's when the grapes are ready. To protect their crops, farmers would actually live in the vineyard during the harvest season. They didn't live in their house. They would even sometimes build a stone tower to go in and watch for anyone who might try to steal their grapes. So they would live down in the vineyard, maybe in a tent or a little hut. Farmers also worried about animals like wild pigs and jackals and foxes eating the sweet, juicy fruit. Don't you love grapes? I love grapes. Family and friends helped the farmer gather his crop. The workers usually carried the grapes from the vineyard in large, flat baskets. He's collecting his in a big bag, but then they would put them all in a big basket, and 2 people would have to carry that basket. It was very heavy. Sometimes huge bunches of grapes were draped over long sticks called yokes, and the stick would be across their shoulders and hanging down on both sides, one on the left, one on the right. They would have big bags of grapes hanging down over that stick. And they would be able to carry the fruit away where they could put it in somewhere to sell it, or use it for another purpose. After the harvest, the farmer would hold a festival or a party to celebrate everyone's hard work. Some of the grapes were eaten fresh, like we eat grapes. Others are dried, and do you know what they make when you dry raisins? Dry grapes? Raisins. I gave it away. Dried grapes are raisins. Other times they would sort of smush the grapes and make it into a liquid, and they would make syrup out of it. But most of the grapes were not eaten like grapes or raisins, but they were used to make wine. So when you stomp the grapes and make them flat, and then you put them in bottles and let them sit for a long time, they turn into wine. And that's what they mostly used grapes for. Noah, from the Bible, was the one who had the big ark. We read about him a while ago. He was the first person ever to plant a vineyard and make wine. The first person in Bible times. So that's it for today. I wanted to say how much again I miss you, and I look forward to being able to see you again. And thanks for watching this video and working hard with me on your worksheets. I want you to work really hard at home and do your best work for your mom and dad. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.